You do love
He's a lovely man.
Yeah.
He's a lovely man, so funny. But something's gone wrong, hasn't it?
Well,
Come on.
I tell you what, man, I didn't see the show, but I tuned in towards the end, and I assumed it was a repeat of an old series, because there was a sketch, Lenny pretending to be Gabrielle, and the sketch was basically about that Gabrielle has an eye patch, and the rest of the band were pirates, and Lenny was dressed as a pirate when he was singing, without jokes, a Gabrielle song. And then the show ends, and Lenny comes out and says, "Thanks very much for watching." And then Gabrielle, the real Gabrielle, comes out, and Lenny goes, "Uh-oh, I'm in trouble now."
Oh. Well, this is the thing about it. It's basically, it would be.
Right.
But somehow it's ended up during a sort of family adult viewing time. What time is it on? Like 8 or 9 or something?
Yeah, 9:30.
Yeah, when kids should be in bed.
But listen, man, don't forget that the BBC on a Friday night, that's a very mainstream proposition.
That's fine, but there's mainstream and there's mainstream, you know?
Yeah.
The stream is too main.
Well, I don't know, but, you know, we might be snobby about comedy, and people are just coming round to the patch joke in the rest of the country. Who knows? And they might be really be tickled by that.
The thing that gets me is we'll put the sketches to one side, but the thing that gets me, and listeners, please do contact us. Maybe we're getting this totally wrong. Maybe people out there find Lenny's new show funny, and I repeat, we love Lenny, but it's the way that he does his stand-up bits that are very mannered, and I think he's decided on certain rules. So I'm going to give you a joke, Adam.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and coach you to do it like Lenny. So the joke is about athletics, and it's an observational joke. It's athletics. The clothes they're wearing are getting smaller than smaller. It's like a 100-metre biology lesson. Pretty soon they'll be going out onto the running track naked. That's right. Pin a number on my butt and I'm ready to go.
Okay, yeah.
That's the joke.
Well, you did that pretty well.
Thank you. So if you want to do it like Lenny, first of all, do it in a strange, slightly American accent.
Right.
For no apparent reason. Secondly, make sure there's a silly bit of dialogue in it that you do in a funny voice. So that's the bit at the end. Pin a number on my butt and I'm ready to go.
Okay.
And then single someone in the audience out while you tell the joke. Say something like, "You know what I'm talking about, that guy there, don't be shy," to intimidate the audience.
Right.
To make it nervous laughter. Be unable to suppress your own giggles during the joke.
Well, this is a lot to remember.
Well, these are just things you can do to make just a statement appear to be like a joke. And then at the end, strut around the stage, run around doing an over-the-top mime of what you just did, and do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that mean and cynical? Is that your stomach?
Maybe.
Is that mean and cynical?
It's difficult. There's more to it than that, man.
Is there? Are you sure?
Yeah, there is. He's good. He's very funny. He's been doing a lot of sort of private gigs to warm up for that show.
Yes.
And I've only heard good things about them. You know, he's not everyone's cup of tea, is he? And I stress that he's not trying to push back boundaries anymore. He's just trying to funny bone.
Have you seen the news desk report he does?
No.
Oh boy.
Well, listen, don't forget that Vernon Kay is also fond of a few bad news-based gags.
Yeah.
And he's Mr. Hip and Trendy, so who knows? There's no accounting for taste.
Let's move on. It's too difficult. It's a minefield.
It's a minefield. Here's some adverts. Very strong. That's Orpheus by Ash. Kind of doing what I wish Supergrass would do a bit more of, if you know what I'm saying.
What's that?
Just rocking
out. Supergrass is very 80s, their new single, isn't it?
Yeah, very
It's all
80s.
whizzy, bangy and poppy.
I don't mind, though. I love Supergrass.
Yes.
Coming up later in the show, very shortly, in fact, we have a celebrity regression therapy quiz for you. This is when Joe puts me in deep hypnosis.
It's based on what they do on This Morning with Phil and Fun. The man with the healing hand. He puts his hands on your knee if you've got knee problems.
Oh, yes, I
And
have.
he makes it slightly better. You know what makes me suspicious about him?
What?
Lots of gold rings and bracelets.
He just likes to feel.
He just draws attention to his hands. If he was a real healer, he wouldn't need to put all this spangly jewellery on it to make you think, oh, his hands are successful.
They might heal me. So anyway, you might win tickets to go and see Keane tomorrow night if you correctly guess the celebrity that I am being regressed into the roles of, if that makes any sense.
I hear it's a relatively easy one this week.
Man, it's so easy. We had an easy
Really?
one last week. This week, I think it's the easiest one ever. So stand by those phones.
It's going to be a bun fight for the Keen tickets.
Yeah, you'll get it immediately. If you want to go see Keen tomorrow night, then check out Celebrity Regression. Also, later in the show, we have a lazy review of Troy for you. We have Scallywag's song. He's done a song. It's very much Streets, which is getting rave reviews, and Scallywag basically blows the Streets out of the water to kind of finish off our whole rock rap thing that we've been encouraging people to do, rapping over rock instrumentals. So we have a feature-length Scallywag rap for you. We've also got Ditties in the Dock, as well as other rubbishy chat. I'm not implying that...
Speaking of which...
Yeah, what?
This week I went to see Van Helsing.
Ooh, why did you do that? I thought you
Well,
weren't
because
going
that's
to.
a very good question. Why did I go and see Van Helsing?
But you knew what it was going to be like.
I didn't. I always think this one might be the one. You know, I think... And you know what? I walked out of The Mummy.
Yeah.
I walked out of The Mummy Returns, but then I came back and bought them on DVD.
You returned.
I returned. Van Helsing, I paid a tenner to see. Empire Leicester Square. It was awesome.
Awesome.
It was so awesome, I left after half an hour.
Oh,
That's how awesome it was.
bad awesome.
You know what I loved about it?
What?
All my favourite monsters.
Yeah.
All my favourite boring old monsters.
Well, the Wolfman. Why is the Wolfman in it? I can't believe the Wolfman's on the posters as if you're supposed to go, oh, the Wolfman! I love the Wolfman! The hairy face and the growling! Oh, the Wolfman!
Frankenstein, don't you love Frankenstein? I'm walking slowly. I'm walking slowly. That's all he does. I'm gonna kill someone. Oh, I've been pushed away.
Is it supposed to be camp, the film?
It's beyond camp. It's Centre Parks. It's. I'm trying not to swear. It was so bad. It wasn't bad. It was awesome. It was awesome to see Nick Cotton finally getting his big screen break as Dracula.
Is he in there?
No,
Oh.
but it looks just like Nick Cotton.
Who's the main guy?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. And Kate Beckinsale.
You know, 3 hot supermodels play Dracula's maidens, and when they become naked, they transfer into evil vampires. All their nipples and bits disappear.
Oh, that's a shame.
They just go all smooth because it's a 12A.
It's a 12A.
But then you think, well, it would be distracting if the Wolfman's knackers were flopping around as he leapt over the camera.
I saw, what's his name? The man. I'm just thinking about
Is
that.
this a tangent?
It's a small tangent.
Okay.
Have you got more to say about Van Helsing?
Yes.
Okay. Well, here's a tiny tangent for you. Who's the guy, Eric Bana, who played the Hulk?
the
was
Hulk.
on Jonathan Ross's show.
No,
last
Eric
night.
Bana is the name of the guy who turns into the Hulk. The guy who played
No,
the Hulk.
David Banner is the guy
David
who
Banner
turns into
is
the
called
Hulk.
Eric.
What are you talking about? I got it right the first
Did you?
time. Eric Bana is the name of the actor who plays David
It's a
Banner.
bit of a coincidence, isn't it?
Have you only just worked that out?
Yeah.
And did you also work out that, it was directed by Ang Lee?
And don't make me Ang Lee.
You wouldn't like me when I'm Ang Lee.
No.
Anyway. So Jonathan was just saying to Eric Bana, like, so what's the deal with his trousers? Obviously the trousers would fall off if someone grew to that size. And Eric Bana just said, well, it's a kid's film. You can't see the Hulk's knob.
What did Jonathan say to that?
He just giggled in his floppy-haired way and carried on. Anyway, continue with
Van Helsing. So Van Helsing, he's so awesomely skilled. He's got a Gatling crossbow.
Oh no.
And it takes him about 4,000 bolts just to nip one of the woman's wings. Literally, he's the most unskilled man in the world. Are you fading in a track?
It's a long fade.
Is it? Okay. The CGI in Van Helsing is done in an amazing new way. I think what they did was make the film, then give it to about 10, 12-year-old boys, and then give them a box of indelible pens, and just let them loose on it. On everything, and wings, and making everyone all muffly and thiggies in the mouth. I tell you what Van Helsing's like. It's like the 10 loudest action films ever projected on top of each other at the same time, with all their soundtracks playing at the same time, at 1,000,000 decibels.
And even on DVD, would this be a possible purchase?
Nope.
Oh dear. That's Van Helsing. Avoid it. Here's the verb.
The Verve with a shortened version of Bittersweet Symphony. Shortened and slightly improved.
Sweetened.
Yes. And now celebrity regression. Welcome to the surgery. Once again, Adam is going to be regressed into the body and films of a famous film star in order to win tickets to the Keane concert tomorrow evening. No, tickets and album for Keane tomorrow evening at the Virgin Megastore. What does that mean? Tickets and album for Keane. Keane, collect your tickets and your album from the Virgin Megastore tomorrow evening. Is that a message for Keane? Oh, well, we'll sort it out later. Tense.
You can see Keane playing in the Virgin Megastore and you get a free Keane album as well.
Hey! Not really a concert, is it?
Come on, they're still playing music.
Okay. So, all you have to do is guess what famous Hollywood star Adam is being regressed into, which of their films he's being regressed into, and you could win that amazing prize. Adam, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, listeners, if you follow these instructions too, just take a deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Really inflate the whole of the chest. Remember the sort of central in the body. Make sure you push your stomach out as you breathe. Let the breath out very slowly. Relax.
Sorry.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
And I want you to drift back. Clear your mind, drift back.
Yes,
And further back. You're 10 years old. You're 5, you're 4, you're 3, you're 1 year old. You are in your mother's womb. You are now in the life. Tell us, what can you see?
I'm feeling calm, very calm. I've been meditating for a few hours, so now I'm ready to go to work and kick some people's heads in. You see, where I work there tends to be a lot of violence, which I don't enjoy, but I'm very good at. Okay, I do enjoy it. In fact, I love it. I love punching and doing kung fu kicks and throwing men in cowboy hats into tables full of glasses and tearing people's throats out with my bare hands. But it scares me too. I need to control the violent, sexy animal in me. That's why I meditate and try to live by a strict personal code. It's my way or the highway.
Relax.
My way.
Breathe.
Or the
Breathe,
highway.
Adam. Breathe. The number is 0871 222 1049. A new number this week for the surgery, 0871 222 1049. I'm sounding like Dr. Fox calling it a surgery. Drift back, Adam, further back, into another incarnation of this star, and wake up. What can you see?
Ooh, I'm in the woods. It's cold, but at least I've got my gun to keep me warm. I love my gun almost as much as I love my brother and my football buddies. They're here too, so we can all keep each other warm. It's nice in a way, handsome young men out here in the woods, keeping each other warm. Not in a homosexualist way, of course, you understand, but in a football-playing, shouting and shooting kind of way. Anyway, we've got some chicks with us, so it's cool. And I'm not being sexist. I mean, toting high school girls fighting alongside boys is sexist, then sorry, but I guess I just don't know what sexism is. It's kind of ironical, really. Me and my brother used to come to these woods to shoot animals with our lovely guns, and now we're out here fighting for our very survival. But it's fun. Lots of fun. Guns and fighting and shooting. Fighting, shooting,
Just relax.
Shouting.
Just relax.
Guns!
Remember, listeners, 0871 222 1049
Shouting.
to win the tickets to Keane. And further back, Adam, for your final stage of regression. Wake up, what can you see?
I feel different. I'm in the big room with the big springy floor. I feel sexy and manly, but in an artistic way. This is not the accent I use in the film, but it is more of a true expression of the nature of my character, for I am a teacher of kind of. During the day I teach people my craft, mainly rich women who don't have any real feeling for my craft. I don't like it, it's so uptight and boring. I feel like a sexy tiger in a tiny cage, but when the working day is over, that's when my soul really comes to life and I can express my sexy insides in a naughty way. Do you like it? Do you like when my muscles, sweaty muscles, start to rippling? I'm expressing myself. Sexy springy floor muscles dancing. Tiger, look at me.
Calm, Adam. Breathe. 0871 222 1049 if you know who Adam was being regressed into.
XFM.
Adam and Joe on XFM, London's 104.9. You join us in the middle of our celebrity regression this week. Adam's been regressed into the life and films of a famous star, and we've got Debashish on the line. Debashish, you there? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm alright, thanks.
Now, if you would tell us now who you think Adam was regressed into. Debashish, if you say the name nice and loudly, Adam will either be trapped in his regression forever, or will wake up and return to normal. Say the name now, please, Debashish.
Patrick.
You got it. That's extraordinary. It was quite easy.
It was quite easy.